Estamos en guerra contra un enemigo poderoso, implacable, que no respeta a nada ni a nadie, que está dispuesto a usar la violencia y la delincuencia sin ningún límite.
Libu-libong Lebanese ang galit na nagtungo sa mga lansangan ng Beirut para tutulan ang mga panukalang pagtataas ng buwis. Kinundi na rin ng mga ito ang anilay nangyayaring korupsyon. May report ang ating ABC correspondent sa Lebanon na si Girlie Salazar.
Thousands of Lebanese outraged by corruption and proposed tax hikes protest in downtown Beirut as the largest demonstration in years threatened the country's fragile coalition government. Lebanon's current demonstrations are believed to be the country's biggest since 2015, as protesters seek to highlight deteriorating living conditions, austerity measures, capital flight, and the rise of the deficit and public debt. The heavily indebted Lebanese government unveiled several new measures to raise the revenue in an attempt to balance their large budget deficit on Thursday, which helped spark the protest. They included a tax of 20 cents per day for calls made through the voice-over internet protocol, such as WhatsApp and Facebook calls. The proposal was later withdrawn. The government scrapped the proposal within hours, but the demonstrations carried on into the night. Lebanon also suffers from the constant electricity shortage and poor internet. Growth has plummeted in recent years, with political deadlock compounded by the impact of 8 years of war in neighboring Syria. On Thursday, the International Monetary Fund forecast a continuation of weak growth in 2019. Lebanon's public debt stands at around $86 billion, more than 150% of gross domestic product, according to the Finance Ministry. Reporting from Beirut, Lebanon, this is Girlie Salazar, and I am one with 25.
Tuluyan ng lumisan sa pinagkukuta ang bayan sa northern Syria ang Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces. Ito ay matapos magpatupad ng ceasefire kasunod ng paglulunsad ng Ankara ng cross-border attack laban sa Kurdish forces na nasa Syria. Ang ceasefire ay inorganisa ng Estados Unidos para mabigyang pagkakataon ng mga Kurdish forces na makapag-withdraw mula sa buffer area na nais ng Ankara na mabuo sa loob ng Syrian territory na malapit sa kanilang southern frontier. Sa ilalim ng kasunduan, kinakailangang mag-pull out ang Syrian Kurdish forces 32 kilometro mula sa border zone. Pumayag naman ang mga Kurds na mag-withdraw mula sa layong 120 kilometers mula Tal Abyad hanggang Ras Al Ain. Tinawag ng Foreign Minister ng Germany na si Heiko Maas na labag sa international law ang ginagawang opensiba ng Turkey sa northeastern Syria. Aniya, hindi sinasang-ayunan ng international law ang ginagawang pag-atake ng Turkey laban sa Kurdish units at Kurdish militia. Magugunitang naglunsad ang Ankara ng cross-border attack laban sa mga Kurds sa Syria matapos na mag-pull out doon ang US forces. Gayunman, pinangangatwiraran ng Turkey ang kanilang ginagawang opensiba ay para maprotektahan ang kanilang border. Ang iba pang mga balita sa pagbabalik ng Eagle News International Filipino Edition.
Mga isyung panlipunan. Mga isyung pampolitika. Tatalakayin, lilinawin, kasama ang mga batikang komentarista, Congressman Dante Marcoleta at Jen Sobartiaga sa Ganang Mamamayan. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga.
Para sa mga viewers namin sa Middle East at North Africa via OSN, hello sa inyong lahat dyan! Ako po si Alma Angeles at araw-araw tayong magkasama sa Eagle News International. Dito tayo sa Net25 at OSN, siguradong at home ka dito.
Agila Balita, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 12 ng tanghali hanggang alauna ng hapon.
Mga uri ng kwento. May iba't ibang uri ng kwento. Ang kwento ay maaaring salimbag o dilimbag na panitikan, mga pang-araw-araw na karanasan at imahinasyon. Narito ang mga uri ng kwento. Pabula ang tawag sa kwento na ang lahat o ang pangunahing tauhan ay mga hayop na may katangiang pantao. Kadalasan, may aral na hatid ang pabula. Ang alamat naman ay kwento ng mga pinagmulan ng iba't ibang bagay, lugar o pangyayari. Ang kwentong bayan ay nagsasalaysay ng buhay, pag-ibig at pakikipagsapalaran ng tauhan sa isang di kapani-paniwalang sitwasyon at lugar. Madalas din na ito ay mga kwentong naipasa mula pa sa mga ninuno at matatanda. Parabola ang tawag sa mga kwento na hango sa Biblia o banal na kasulatan. Ang epiko ay mahabang tulang pasalaysay na maaaring awitin. Mga uri ng kwento.
Nanumpa na para sa kanyang ikalawang termino bilang presidente ng Indonesia si Joko Widodo. Ginawa ang panunumpa sa Indonesian capital na Jakarta ilang araw matapos tangkain ng mga Islamist militants ang asesinasyon sa top security minister ni President Widodo. Ang pagtatalaga kay President Widodo at sa kanyang Vice President na si Maruf Amin ay sinaksihan ng mga foreign heads of state, mga mambabatas at maging political rivals. Sa labas naman ng parlamento ay natitipon ang mga supporters ni President Widodo na nagwawagayway ng red and white Indonesian flags. Gayunman, kapansin-pansin na mas marami ang bilang ng mga security personnel na umaabot sa 30,000 matapos nahigpitan ang seguridad para maiwasan ang posibleng panibagong pag-atake. Pinagbawalan din ang pagsasagawa ng anumang demonstrasyon sa kasagsagan ng inaugurasyon ni President Widodo.
5 tahun ke depan, yang ingin kita kerjakan, yang pertama adalah pembangunan sumber daya manusia. Pembangunan SDM akan menjadi prioritas utama kita. Membangun SDM yang pekerja keras, yang dinamis. Membangun SDM yang terampil, yang menguasai ilmu pengetahuan dan teknologi. Mengundang talent-talent global untuk bekerja sama dengan kita di tahun 2045, pada 1 abad Indonesia merdeka, mestinya, insya Allah, Indonesia telah keluar dari jebakan pendapatan kelas menengah. Indonesia telah menjadi negara maju.
Mahigpit ang labanan ng mga conservatives at liberals sa pangangampanya sa Canada federal elections. Subalit sa probinsya ng Saskatchewan, na sentro ang issue ng kanilang susuportahan sa magiging kapalaran ng kanilang oil at gas industry. Bagamat hindi ang Saskatchewan ang top oil producing province, ang nasabing industriya ay napakahalaga sa ekonomiya ng kanilang rehiyon. Dahil dito, marami sa mga botante ang naniniwala umano na naaapektuhan sila sa mahigpit na environmental policies na ipinatutupad ng Liberal government ni Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau sa nakalipas na 4 na taon.
People out here who are conservative, or conservative people in general, it's very difficult for us to have conversations with the other side of the spectrum, right? Because things are so personal, because it's impacting our way of life, it's impacting our finances, really, our economies out here, and obviously that's a big deal. When I go to bed at night, I think about providing for my family, what things are going to look like in 1 year, 5 years, 15 years. And right now, all of that, it looks kind of scary.
Isa sa mainit na issues sa nagaganap na Canada elections ay ang panawagan ng maraming grupo na labanan ang gun violence at mas mahigpit na batas sa gun control. Ayon sa isang dating miyembro ng gang at ngayon ay leader ng isang youth awareness group sa Toronto, marami na siyang nasaksihan na karahasan na nangyayari sa kanilang lugar na katulad ng mga napapanood sa pelikula. Tinukoy niya ang mga karahasan na nakita niya sa Regent Park, isa sa mga malalaking social housing projects sa Canada na naitayo pa noong late 1940s. Naging kilala ang lugar dahil sa mga kaso ng drug trafficking, shootings at gang activities. Mula sa pagsisimula ng taong ito, mayroon ng 370 kaso ng shooting incident sa Toronto na ikinasawi na ng nasa 30 katao.
The harsh reality of this is what we're seeing is kids younger and younger and younger committing more and more violent acts. You're seeing potentially 12, 13-year-olds with guns. You're seeing them associated to shootings. That's a problem. That's almost a humanitarian issue.
But what happens is you start having conversations about gun bans and policies that are kind of become distractions from what the core issues are. And the distraction from what the core issue is not necessarily the gun itself. That's the problem. And I'm a liberal person, so for me to say that is a stretch. I still think the gun shouldn't even exist in society. But the gun is not the problem. The problem is the masculinities that are attached to the gun.
Halos isang taon na lang ang nalalabi bago ang 2020 US presidential elections. Mahigit pa sa 12 ng kandidato ang naglalaban-laban para sa Democratic Party's nomination. Inalam ni Hawaii correspondent Mio Asanas ang pananaw ng Hawaii voters sa isa sa pinakabatang kandidato na nagsisikap makuha ang Democratic Party nomination para sa US presidential race. Narito ang kanyang report.
Well, wow. I was a little bit shocked by that statement. I feel like Tulsi Gabbard is still a freshman legislator.
I believe that she has the passion, the respect, the confidence, the care, and also the aloha to run for the country's top job.
Tulsi Gabbard's political career began right here in Hawaii State Capitol in 2002. Fast forward 2 decades later, she's setting her sights on the highest office in the nation.
Born in American Samoa in 1981, Tulsi was elected to the Hawaii State House when she was just 21 years old, becoming the youngest person ever elected in the Aloha State. A year later, she enlisted in the Hawaii Army National Guard, and in 2004, Gabbard volunteered to deploy in Iraq, becoming the first state official to voluntarily step down from public office to serve in the combat zone. She still serves in Hawaii Army National Guard, holding the rank of major. In 2010, Tulsi Gabbard was elected to the Honolulu City Council. 2 years later, she was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives, serving Hawaii's 2nd District, which includes all the neighbor islands and areas outside of Honolulu. She became one of the first 2 female combat veterans to ever serve in the U.S. Congress, as well as the first Samoan and also the first Hindu member. In 2016, she gained recognition on the national stage when she stepped down as vice chairman of the Democratic National Committee in order to support the presidential campaign of Senator Bernie Sanders. In January of this year, during an interview with CNN, Tulsi Gabbard announced that she would challenge Donald Trump for president in 2020. Here's a mixed reaction from Hawaii residents.
I would say that less than 25% of the country knows who Tulsi Gabbard really is. She is a very smart woman. She has come very far, very quickly, but still I feel that to be a president of the United States, you need to have a lot more seasoning amongst your constituents. I think she's done a good job here in Hawaii. I'm only disappointed that she would not debate other candidates. So that has always bothered me a little bit, but I have voted for her in the past.
Representative Gabbard knows about protecting our economy. What industry drives Hawaii's economy? It's the tourism industry that creates job opportunities for small businesses to grow. If you remember back in October 2018, Representative Gabbard joined the workers of Waikiki Hotel Union Local 5 at the picket line. She believes that because the cost of living here in Hawaii is pretty high, people should not be working 2 to 3 jobs just to make ends meet. She's an original co-sponsor of the Raise the Wage Act. That means she supported legislation to raise the federal minimum wage while she is still in Congress. Representative Gabbard continues to work day in and day out just to ensure that we have a sustainable economy that will help the people of Hawaii.
According to a recent survey by Public Policy Polling based in North Carolina, registered Democratic voters in Gabbard's own congressional district believe that, quote, she should drop out of the race and that she's likely to have trouble winning the nomination for another term in the next House next year. End of quote. Hawaii State Senator and fellow Democrat Kai Kahele is currently challenging Gabbard's congressional seat in Hawaii's 2nd District. A couple of weeks later, during a podcast interview, former Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton claimed that Russia has, quote, an eye on somebody who is currently in the Democratic primary and grooming her to be the third-party candidate. She's the favorite of the Russians, end of quote. Gabbard immediately responded with a series of video and written tweets, including this one.
People warned me in 2016 that my endorsement of Bernie Sanders would be the end of my quote-unquote political career. They said Clinton will never forget that she and her rich and powerful friends, her allies in politics and in the media, will make sure that you are destroyed. They've tried to destroy my reputation and my lifetime of service because I stood up to them. I've spent over 16 years of my life proudly serving in the Army National Guard. I still serve as a major today. But if they can falsely portray me as a traitor, then they can do it to anyone. And in fact, that's exactly the message that they want to get across to you. They will not intimidate us. They will not silence us. We are not here just to protest their corruption. I am running for president to take the Democratic Party and our country back from the corrupt elite. I'm running for president to bring about a new Democratic Party and new leadership that will fight for peace, fight for the people, and protect our planet. So I want to ask every single one of you to join me in speaking truth to power. Don't be afraid. Let's root out the corruption in our party and our country. Join me to end the war machine's stranglehold over our leaders and ensure that our government is truly of the people, by the people, and for the people.
At present, Tulsi Gabbard trails behind front-runners like former Vice President Joe Biden, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, and Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren. The first primary elections will be the Iowa caucuses on February 3, 2020. Reporting from Honolulu, Hawaii, I'm Mio Senos for Eagle News, 1 with 25.
Panalo ang mga Filipino players sa katatapos na first Port Moresby Open Chess Tournament bilang bahagi ng pagdiriwang sa 44th Independence Anniversary ng Papua New Guinea. May report ang ating EBC Papua New Guinea correspondent Eco Hortaleza Quinola.
Checkmate! This word was uttered by the Filipinos who competed in the Open Chess Tournament held in Ella Beach Hotel, Port Moresby.
The Ramu Agir Industries, one of the biggest companies in Papua New Guinea, sponsored the first Port Moresby Open Chess Tournament, which coincided with the 44th Independence Anniversary of Papua New Guinea. The tournament was joined by hundreds of players, amateurs, and professionals from different age categories. The competition ran as Swiss pairing and all players played at least 5 matches. They solved simple to complex moves. In the professional level, engineer Pablo de Guia Jr. and Christopher Nava won was declared champions.
The winning formula is practice, practice, and practice. But of course, you must focus on the board, not with your opponent, as well as you must enjoy the game. Well, I'm inspired on that game, and every game that I won, it boosts my confidence level and my pride as a Filipino, that even in this part of the world, we are able to show that Filipinos are competitive in every aspect of the game. To my Filipino kababayan, the Philippines, I feel proud that I represented our home country in this simple tournament, and I encourage those people who love to play chess to continue playing chess, enjoy the game.
Engineer Lerny Soriano and Jenny Sunico landed as first runners-up. In the inter-school competition, a grade 8 student, Johnny Colive Hortaleza Quinola, emerged as second runner-up, while Jed Quinola and Joral Quinola got high achievements.
I'm happy to be the third placer in the inter-school chess competition, and I am proud to be a Filipino.
The tournament improved the players' chess skills and sportsmanship.
Reporting from Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, this is Echo Hortaleza Quinola and I am one with 25.
At yan ang kabuuan ng mga balita mula sa iba't ibang bansa. Eagle News International Filipino Edition. Sa pangalan ng mga bumubuo sa Eagle News Service, ako po si Maricar Velasco and I am one with 25. Susunod na ang Agila Balita.